Eyes are smoke and I'm stepping up in line. Man, you know I'm afraid no. But if I saw pressure was spike, Marky G must lead. Jamaica, vote for PNP. Jamaica, vote for Marky G. Jamaica, who do make the right choice. Jamaica, put the X beside the head. Jamaica, vote out Labour right. Vote them out for we. Jamaica, vote for PNP. Jamaica. One PNP party man. One PNP we a boom. PNP party a boom. Yes, my goal in a boom. My goal in you a boom. Yes, PNP we a boom. PNP party a boom. Yes, my goal in a boom. See we leader him a boom. Come one, come all, let's celebrate. My goal in a go set things straight. My goal in a show them him a number one. Tell when it comes to system.
Good morning. Oh my God, me not even realize say I've stopped. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, morning, everybody. Good morning. Just a second. Good morning, everybody. My God, I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry if you just stop the music like that. Morning, everybody. Good morning, YouTube. Just a second there. Good morning, each and everyone. Just everything I fall down this morning. Just a second, guys. I'm trying to accommodate YouTube this morning. Everybody saying nah thing on YouTube. Yeah, me have to take my time here, Sagittarius. Today one of them morning where me set this YouTube good. You see, because YouTube had give me problem this morning. YouTube, I don't know, this is the best my little space can accommodate this morning. That's the best. Where the YouTube camera? Anyway, I'll figure it out as I go along. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, YouTube. Happy to be here, guys. Lord have mercy. This morning is going to be a special morning. Like up the live, share up the live, please. The angle is okay, not true. Big up yourself, Easy Flow. Good morning, nations. Is this angle okay? Come on. YouTube are confused me. I don't know if, because me I feel look up and down, so the angle, I don't know if me are looking at the camera. I know you TikTok is perfect, but YouTube down here, so. But anyway, we'll figure it out. But good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are here and we're going to have a fantastic show this morning. Now, good morning, each and everyone. Good morning, Angela James. Good morning, Claudia 876, Nations, and everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, guys, we have so much to talk about this morning. I just want to add that we'll be having a special guest this morning as well. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen. We'll be joined shortly by a special guest, none other than the Southwest St. Catherine MP in waiting, Dr. Kurt Waul. He will be joining us shortly, and so we have a lot to discuss and a lot to talk about this morning. So we're going to have a fun-filled show. But guys, just before, in another 10 minutes or so, we are going to join Dr. Kurt Waul. He'll just let me know as soon as he is ready. But tap up the screen, guys. Tap up the screen. You know me already. You know me already. I love when Mr. 10K likes over here. That's when I like to start the show. So top up the live, guys. Please just top up the screen. until we get to 10K and share it as well. So guys, this morning is one of those mornings that me just a laugh. I'm just laughing. Jamaica is in serious problem, you know. We're in serious. Good morning, my YouTube family. Jamaica is in serious problem. You understand? Deep issues. And when I say deep issues, I mean deep issues. It seems to me as if this Everald Warmington issue is going to be a snowball. It's just building and building and building and building. And so Jamaica, what we see happen during this week is something that, don't know why my Bluetooth is not connecting, but let me try again. I'm trying to connect my Bluetooth, but it's okay. It's connected. Okay, good. Let me know if the audio is okay. YouTube people, let me know if you are hearing me okay. Let me know if the audio is okay. We want to get everything up and running. So let me know if the audio is fine. Somebody on YouTube comment, let me know if you are hearing me. Yvonne Riley said yes, loud and clear. Okay, perfect. Big up yourself, Yvonne Riley. Good to see you. Good to see everybody on YouTube. Guys, and also here on TikTok, let me just see if the Bluetooth is up and running.
Number one when it comes to Peter Phillips, number one. Why if we leader a boom? Marky G, you a boom. Yes, BNP we a boom. BNP party a boom. Boy, comrades we a boom. All comrades we a boom. Boy, BNP we a boom. BNP party a boom. The comrades girl them get in the groove. Look how them a dance and look how them a move. The comrades man them a champion. Fold your fist and put up your hand when you call for the doctors. Number one when you call for the nurse them. Number one when you call for the soldiers. Number one and the police officers them. Number one. Boy, PNP we a boom. PNP party a boom. Yes, we lead a boom. Marky G you a boom. And they say one BNP. I just one BNP. I just one BNP.
Alright, comrades, we are fine. We are up and running. Let me share the live also to Miss Dr. Waul. Just a second. Just a second, let me make sure he gets the link. Yes. Okay, perfect. So we are all set and ready to go. Perfect, guys. But just before Dr. Waul joins, don't forget, guys, that the number you can call is 669-5890. Queen of the Pack, you're saying no sound. If you're not hearing me, then restart your phone because everybody else is hearing me. Maybe it's your device. Everybody hearing me, right? I'm sure everybody is hearing me. Perfect. So if you're hearing me, say yes. Queen of the Pack. Okay, Tash Scott is saying yes. Everybody else is saying yes. So if you're not, and over on YouTube, Clover Reed is saying they're hearing me fine. So if you're not hearing me, then it's your device. Welcome, Jamaica. Welcome each and every one. Before Dr. Kurt Waul joins me at 8:30, I just want to break the ice. I want to break the ice this morning. Jamaica, it seems as if this issue, this racial issue thing, is blowing out. It's which is who that's so rude. Come and ask, what do I do? Not even good morning, or you're not even top up the screen or share, but you're presumptuous. The first thing you're going to come over here and ask me is, what do you do for work? No decency. But anyway, people, Everald Warmington and Juliet Flynn is in hot water this morning. Yes. The most racist people them in Jamaica. Yes, it's getting out of hand, Jamaica. It is getting out of hand. It's not a good look on them, you know. It's not a good look on them at all. And I'm going to show you why. Guys, I know nothing pretty. I know nothing pretty. It's not pretty at all. And so the entire private sector, yes, is speaking out, where Everald Warmington and Juliet Cuthbert Flynn is concerned. And I don't understand, how did we get here? How did we get here, Jamaica? No, I am going to see if Andrew Holness really is a leader. And now we are going to see if he's a leader, you know. And now we are going to see if Andrew Holness is really a leader. Yvonne Riley said we get there out of desperation. The labor rights are desperate. And no wonder we'll be joined this morning, Jamaica, by the next Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Catherine. And I think he's here. Jamaica, we're going to have a wonderful show this morning. And so we're going to invite Dr. Kurt Waul to the program as soon as he let me know that he's ready, because we're going to have a wonderful discussion this morning. We cannot continue like this as a country. We cannot continue like this as a country. Okay, he's here. Wonderful, wonderful. Doctor is here. All right. Let me send you an invitation, Doctor. Because this constituency is one that, trust me, is going to be one for the books. So I sent you an invitation, Dr. Kurt Waul. So as soon as you're ready, you can jump on. But guys, Southwest St. Catherine is one of those constituencies that it has been controlled by the Jamaica Labour Party for such a long time. And I sent you the invite, Dr. Kurt Waul. It's not allowing me to resend you another invite, so maybe you can resend, or maybe I'm having an issue resending you because maybe you're not following back the page. So just click follow back. I think I'm following you. Yeah, the option is not there, Kershaw Sinclair. So just click follow back. Okay, I think he rejoins us, and you can send an invite. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yes, man. Good morning, Dr. Kurt Waul. How you do, my brother? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the Dre Bryan Show.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, Jay Bryan.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yes. But let me just jump right into the discussion because I know time is against us, and so we're just going to use the time wisely. But Doctor, you are the counselor for St. Catherine South. Old Harbour South. Right, sorry. The entire constituency of Southwest have been plagued by issues over the years and the lack of representation because, quote unquote, they say it's a strong labor right constituency. But February 26 would have proven otherwise. And we saw where significantly the comrades creep up on the labor rights, and right now they are campaigning in Southwest St. Catherine more than ever. Can you tell us why you think the labor rights, or should I say the representative, is now working tirelessly more than ever before? Is it because of what transpired on the 26th of February?
Well, certainly, I think the major reason is that over the last 9 years, they have not been doing the things that they should have done. So now that time is coming up on them, and time is running out. They are trying to cram in everything into this final 1 year stretch that we have, or less than a 1 year stretch leading up to the general elections.
Yes.
As I've always said to people, you can't do things like that. If you're going to do something, you have to be consistent.
True.
You can't be doing one thing, and the people have been telling them, the opposition has been telling them, look here, you need to change course. But they were hard, and they stuck to what they were doing. Mm-hmm. And now that it has come to the breaking point, they are trying to cram in everything in these last 8 month stretch, and it won't work. It's like you're trying to fatten a goat for market, and you have him locked up. You're not bringing him out through the year, and then as December come and Christmas come in, you want to bring him out every day. He's not going to catch weight again,
Cannot work. Cannot work.
Yeah.
But for some,
made up their minds.
Exactly. For someone who is in the constituency, you're from there, you live there. What are some of the issues that are facing the residents in Old Harbour? Because we see the pictures, we see the videos, and it's for a constituency that has been controlled by the Jamaica Labour Party. It should not be like this. Can you share with us some of the issues facing the residents in Old Harbour, Doctor?
I think there are many problems facing us, but some of them that I want to highlight for certain. Number one, the town of Waul. Waul, our Southwest St. Catherine, is probably the fastest growing constituency in the Caribbean in terms of people moving into the constituency. And this has been happening over the last, say, 10 to 15 years. And I think that would have been adequate time to prepare for what we knew would have happened, right? You probably would have driven through Olab already. And you see that is just one main road, really.
Yes,
and there are very little options to bypass the town if you're not really planning on doing business in Olab. As you can see, nearly more, I would say more than 20,000 new residents have come into the Olab space over the last 10 to 15 years. And the town cannot handle it anymore, you understand?
True.
And the town should have been developed to allow the people from Olaba to benefit from the new businesses, the new business that is coming in.
Yes, yes.
But there was little consideration given, and the space is not there. Many of these people move into the Olaba space rather to just jump on the highway and go to Maple, Spanish Town, or Kingston to do their business, when the people of Olaba should be benefiting from this business. So I think that is one big oversight that they really missed the boat on. But there's time to catch up on it, you understand? The people are still living there, they enjoy living there. And it's just to restructure the town in such a way that the people who live there don't have to leave their community to do business, and the people who do business there can benefit from the new businesses that is coming in. So that is one of the major things that we have there going on now. In terms of the school, Southwest St. Catherine as one of the largest electorate. If you look at it, we are nearly over 43,000 votes. I think we are in the top 5 in terms of electorate, right?
Okay.
And we only have one high school from ever since. We have more than a dozen primary schools, and when these children matriculate from the primary level, they have to be leaving and going all the way to Central Clarendon, to Spanish Town, way into the hills of St. Catherine, and all over the place. And as we know, there are a large cohort of children who cannot afford to go to school. I see it every day. Some of these children are only going to school 2 times maximum per week. And the major reason for that is money, right? And if you look at the money that a mom or dad gives the child per week, half of it is transportation fee. So if we can eliminate this transportation burden on the children, I think that we'll go a far way in allowing these children to go to school 5 days per week. You understand? I think when we want to jump down on the teachers and blame them for all of the hills that is going on with the children, that is not the issue. The issue is that the children are not going to school.
True.
They are not going to school 5 days per week.
So,
and as you can, the government just have recently realized this, and now they are sending out wardens or education officers to go into the communities to find out why the children are not going to school. And I can tell them why. They just don't have the money to go to school 5 days per week. It's just simply that.
True.
It's not accommodating them.
True. So would you agree, Dr. Waul, that when it comes to education, there has been a shift? Education is not the focus from it's not the focus from the government, especially the member of parliament in Southwest St. Catherine. It all boils down to that.
Yes, I think the major focus of this member of parliament is appealing to the people who are willing to give their vote for what I would say for scarce benefits and spoils.
Yes.
They're looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for the entire community. You understand? And I don't want to disparage anybody, because when I won the whole of a South division, he went out and disparaged a whole subset of the community, calling them dibby labor rights. And these are people who, yes, they may have an affiliation with the Labour Right Party, but they are well-thinking people.
Of course.
And I realized that it was time to show Everald Warmington that, look here, don't think that because we go out and vote for you time and time again means that we're going to do it all the time.
Yes.
There will come a time when we see a better way forward, and then we will follow that way. So I want to thank all of those people that he classed as dibby labor rights for coming on board. And I'm looking forward to many of these other labor rights coming on board to ensure that Dr. Kurtwal secures a victory for Southwest St. Catherine.
Well said, doctor. Well said. I want to talk about a little about the Well, you spoke a little about the development of the town itself, Old Harbour. But as a councillor, how is getting the assistance? Because we know the sabotage. We know how it is that it is evident, and we all see and we would have heard. But as a councillor who would have won your division, how would you describe accessing funding? Because the challenges are many in Old Harbour, especially in Old Harbour South. Are there any challenge in getting the assistance you need as a councillor? You are duly elected to represent the people, but are there any challenges that you face carrying out your duties as a councillor because of the government that presides over um that presides over the country now?
Yeah, most definitely. Well, the member of parliament, he came out probably one day after the election and he declared and he promised that he would not have worked with the elected PMP councillor for Waul. And he has been following through on exactly what he said. Right? First of all, when the Spark program came out, they gave all councillors a paper and said, write down a list of the 10 roads that you see necessary to be repaired within your division. And I went ahead and I wrote down these roads. And these are roads which are terrible. The people have been crying out for the entire 20 years that he had been member of parliament to fix these roads. If you look at roads like in Belmont Park, in Sharper Lane, if you look at roads like Bodle's Crescent, you have a little community named Peace Street, you have a community named Friendship Family Lane. If you look at the Bay Bottom Road in Waul Bay, if you look at the Bodo, the road in the community of Bodo, if you look at even going through settlement, going through Crossroads, that is the main road that leads from the Waul Bay main road down to JPS. All of these roads, I wrote them down on the piece of paper that they gave me. And they reassured me that I would have been given the resources to fix these roads, which I have an intimate knowledge about them and know the suffering that the people go through.
Yes.
These roads every day. And when he held the consultation for the Spark program, I was not invited. It's just by chance I was driving past because I traverse the community every day. I saw these big old feather banners put up Spark program, and I said, what was going on here?
Doctor, hold a second, the doctor.
And I'm saying to myself, what is going on here? These people are just telling the people one thing on national TV, and they're doing the complete opposite when they go into their closed rooms. It's really a joke if you ask me.
So
if you look at issues, it's a big joke. If you look at what happened with the recent passing of Hurricane Beryl, we were promised, all the councillors were promised that we would have been given $500,000 worth of aid to people badly in need. And we were told to go through the community and get 100 people who would have benefited from a $5,000 voucher to get groceries. And we went through, we collected all the names, the TRN, everything, and we submitted it to the council. And that is from July, and up to now, not even $1 has been given out. And I'm wondering if this was an exercise to get data.
Yes.
Right? In order for them to then go behind the backs of the elected representatives and do their own little thing to buy votes.
It was a strategy.
I can't come to no other conclusion than
Right.
Right? No other conclusion than that. Recently, again, the member of parliament, who has been trying for nearly 20 years to build a clinic in the Waul, a new clinic in the Waul space. And finally, yes, he may have persevered, but I don't think he tried hard enough. Because if he tried hard enough, I don't think it would have taken 22 years.
True.
Right? And eventually, the clinic was granted. And this is a central clinic to the entire Southwest St. Catherine space. Everyone uses this clinic from all over the constituency. And I don't imagine that he would have reached out to the elected member of Waul South, and also the man who is also the caretaker for the constituency, to come in and to invite his supporters and invite everyone who uses the clinic, whether you're a JLP, PMP, or no P, you need the clinic.
Of course.
And he conducted this exercise in a totally partisan fashion. You understand? It was a disgrace, if you ask me. Right? It was a disgrace where all his three councillors were there, his party supporters were there. I don't have a problem. Anybody can come. But in
Right.
fact, the sitting council of Waul to be a part of this. It's a clinic that we need to sell to the entire community. Community health care is everybody's business.
Yes.
And it's no wonder why they are seeing the failures that they are seeing in the public health system, because they do it in a biased, partisan fashion.
Unbelievable.
And suffer the consequences.
Unbelievable. Doctor, a lot of the persons commenting, and I keep seeing Bushy Park coming up in the comment section.
The Bushy Park community. Yes. That is a section within the Southwest St. Catherine space.
Okay.
Right? It's under the representation of another council, but it falls under my purview as the caretaker for Southwest St. Catherine.
Correct.
People of Bushy Park, they have been dealt with very, very poorly, if you ask me. Right? Whilst this government is running around saying that they are washed with cash, they are washed with money that they don't know what to do with it. The only reason why they're not being able to spend this money as quickly as they can is because of bureaucracy and procurement, right? But yet still, they have implemented many other programs which have cost the government billions of dollars.
Yes.
And I'm not talking over the last 2 or 3 years, I'm talking about over the last couple of months. And the people of Bushy Park, they lost their bridge in July, right? And you count July to now, right? And no one has been able to tell them when they will be able to get back their bridge. And this bridge doesn't cost billions of dollars. This bridge may cost the government in the order of probably tens of millions, right? And there has been no plan, but yet still they're coming up with all kinds of plans to give people 20,000 and 10,000, which I don't have a problem with, you know.
Yes.
But they should have been doing these things consistently throughout their tenure.
True.
Don't come when it's time for election, you're coming and promising people all kind of things. What are they going to do with the money now? What about the lady 3 months ago wanted the money to send her child to school but couldn't find it, and that child lost an entire week of school?
True.
You cannot do it like that. You have to do things in a timely and consistent fashion.
Yes, yes.
I try cramming down on all the goodies like it's a one-day Christmas thing. You understand?
It will.
The opportunity for the year to provide people with relief. Don't come and try to ram things down people's throat now and offer them all kind of sweeties and gifts when it's coming up to election. I'm appealing to them. Take some of that money. Those people down in Bushy Park, they don't want back the $20,000 grant on their PAY. They don't want it. What these people want is for their bridge to be fixed.
Yes.
Because the $20,000 you give them will be finished in 1 week.
That's right.
To get outside of that community is $1,000 come out and 1,000 come in. That is $2,000 for the day. You multiply that, it's 10 days that and the $20,000 gone. They need their bridge to be repaired in the shortest possible time. If it's even to bring in a Bailey bridge, which I know that the Army Corps of Engineers, they are able to put a bridge like this together probably within weeks.
Yes, yes.
Bridge can last a very long time once it's maintained properly. There are several bridges like that all over Southwest St. Catherine, and those bridges have been there for decades. We don't want to sit down and talk foolishness and talk about procurement and all of that when you are procuring all kinds of gifts and sweets for the people in the short period of time leading up to election. But it's not going to work for them. It's not going to work.
Boy, doctor. And I'm sure they are listening, you know, because a lot of persons from Southwest St. Catherine are here and they're commenting on every single thing that you're saying. Everybody's in agreement with you in the comment section. And I mean, it's just sad to know that persons are living this way in 2024 all because of partisan politics. I mean, just if you care about the people, why not just do good for the people? Like, this man has been there for almost 20 odd years, and you mean to tell me that?
He has been member of parliament for over, if you combine all the times when he has been member of parliament, it has been over nearly 25 years.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I know time is against. Yeah.
One other point.
Yes, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. The community that I serve, the Waul South community, right?
Yes.
This community has the largest fishing village in the Caribbean situated there. This is where people from all over Jamaica sometimes come to purchase fresh fish.
True.
And I hear every day, I tell you, these people, they just love, when they get the microphone, they just love to talk and tell all the things that they have done for everybody, right?
Yes.
But when I sit in my little corner and I listen to these fellas, I said to myself, you know, these guys are really disingenuous. They are just trying to appeal to a whole subset of people when, you know, the little man, they're suffering, they're not catering to it.
Yes,
They're all
yes.
about this wholesale starter politics. And it can't work. This wholesale starter politics that they're peddling, it won't work. You understand? Politics is local.
True.
And when I down there in Waul Bay, these guys, they promise, they came down there and they wrote down a bunch of people's name, promising them some amount of reprieve following the passage of the storm. Up to 90% of the fishermen down there, they lost their pots. A good subset of them suffered damage to their nets. And they came and they wrote down names. And I don't know, unless they're giving it in secret. But whatever comes through the government, I should at least be aware of it.
True.
I'm not saying that you need to give it to me, to give it to the people. Because I know that they're not going to give it to me because they promised that they would not have done so. But
yes.
I should at least be aware of it.
True.
And I'm not aware of them giving any sort of reprieve to the great, brave fishermen of Waul Bay. I've not seen it any at all. If it's there, somebody please come on the live and tell me. Tell me so I can be satisfied, because I'd rather to know that the people got it and I didn't know about it and didn't benefit from the likes from it. I don't want to benefit from the likes from it. I want the people to get the resources they were promised. From July till now, not even one roll of wire, not even one roll of net. It's me have to be trying my best. When you look at a time like July, August, September coming up, it's back to school time. Fishing is the lifeblood of the community. If fishing stops, the entire existence of the Waul Bay community will cease. The children won't get to go to school. People won't be able to fix their houses, buy their groceries.
Yes,
and
yes.
I've not seen the Minister of Agriculture, I've not seen the Member of Parliament bring the Minister of Agriculture down there one time to look and see what's going on. Or is it that you're going to treat the largest fishing village in the entire Caribbean? Is it that you say you don't business about fishing? They should take the fisheries part off of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries. Take that off. It's rubbish. If you're not serving the main fishing village in the entire Caribbean, what purpose do you serve?
That's your point. That's your point.
Take off the fisheries off of it and just call it agriculture and mining or whatever you want to call it. It's just total, it's a lot of hype and jostling and promotion of themselves. They're self-serving.
I see your point.
The people who need it the most.
I agree.
The Sanders Foundation, they donated 100 and odd rolls of wire to the Ministry of Agriculture, because they're not going to call it Agriculture and Fisheries anymore. They're just the Ministry of Agriculture.
Yes.
Donated over 100 rolls of wire, and not even one roll came into Waul Bay. They gave out all of them into a labor right. And I don't want to disparage the labor right now. I'm going to call them name, because I don't want to disparage labor right people.
True.
I don't disparage anybody at Jamaica. You understand?
True.
They gave it to a member of parliament from Southeast Clarendon. Right? Yes, they have a large fishing village down there too. But what about us?
True.
They gave all of these wires to Rocky Point. Every single bale of it. And I heard it on the news. And I'm saying to myself, I'm sure that if you allow the Sanders Foundation to do whatever they wanted to do without going to the ministry, they would have given out the wire equitably.
Yes.
All the people, all the fisher folk in Jamaica who needed it, they took it and they gave it to one JLP member of parliament to give it out in his constituency. It's a shame.
And And
damn shit.
I can tell you, Dr. Kurt Waul, if I take up the phone now and call the caretaker for Southeast, Clarendon, Cian Barneswell, or even the PNP councillor caretaker even for Rocky Point, I can guarantee you 100% neither of them get any assistance out of that Sanders Foundation. I guarantee you.
It's for certain.
It-
And I'm saying, my mantra that I've been preaching since I entered politics in 2018, 2019 is that it's Waul for all. You understand?
Yes.
We use scarce benefits and spoils to try and secure victory for yourself. And that is what I think the Labour Party, they specialize in. You understand?
Yes.
They specialize in that, using the scarce benefits and spoils that are given out by the state to ingratiate themselves with the electorate. And we need to stop that, especially in times of great need. We just have the passage of a storm. You don't go out there and use the scarce benefits and spoils of the state. These scarce benefits and spoils are part of what is contributed by everybody. These monies don't come about because, Andrew Wallace is a king and the money fell from the sky like manna. This is the money that is donated given as taxes by the people.
Yes.
To be back whenever there's a time of need, just like you have insurance, you understand?
True.
And JLP or PMP need insurance. Everybody needs it when the time comes around. And I'm appealing to the Member of Parliament, stop using the resources of the state to ingratiate yourselves with the electorate. You understand? Give it to the people who need it the most, and then at the end of the day, allow them to elect the man with the better wits. You understand?
That's
Don't
right.
use to entice them.
That's
Let
right.
the man with the better wit be elected.
That's right.
Not the man who is giving out the money. I using the state's money on top of that.
Yes. We have a few more minutes to all the listeners. If you have a question, Dr. Waul, you could squeeze another 10 more minutes with us.
Definitely, man.
All right.
Till 12 o'clock.
All right, wonderful. So persons who are listening, you know the numbers to call, or if you want to join the conversation here on TikTok, just send your request and I can add you to the conversation. But just before they start to call in, Dr. Waul, we would have seen the Member of Parliament over the years and recently being dragged into all controversy, and recently with racial slurs and comments towards the party leader. And we saw up to this week the private sector came out and publicly asking the Member of Parliament to withdraw those statements. And we are sitting back as a people and we are wondering to see what the leader of this country is going to do. But how do you feel, Dr. Kurt Waul, to know that you are his opponent? You have to probably in dialogue with this man, and this is his behavior, like him get away with all of these things. How do you communicate? Have you and this Member of Parliament have any communication since you won your division? Because you're winning, or you are honorable, you won your seat, and the like say you didn't win, you win. But how do you dialogue with this kind of person?
Well, he made it very clear that he would not have worked with me. And he said it, and he has been doing it. Mark, when we see each other, he pretends to have a cordial relationship with me. But as I said, I'm not about trying to be friends with anybody. I want you to be a friend of all the people of Southwest Country.
Yes.
And you can, when you see me, you can give me bad face, which he doesn't. As I said, we share and it's probably an hypocritical cordial relationship.
Yes.
Because that he declared publicly, he has been doing them publicly also, but all beat under, a little under the carpet fashion. You understand?
Yes.
He opens the clinic and he does invite me. He does his Spark program and he does invite me. And he would have wanted people to think that I was invited and did not show. But let me publicly declare, I was not invited by any of the agencies. Right?
I want you to repeat that again, Dr. Waul.
As I said, he said that he would not have worked with me publicly.
Yes.
Right? And he has been doing it. He has been following through on his what he said. He's not ready to work with me. Since I have won, I can't count the amount of times people have seen him in the Waul division.
Yes.
And remember that when the government, yes, resources come through the council, but the resources that come through the council are paltry in comparison to what comes through the ministries and through the member of parliament. And Waul South has not benefited from any form of ministerial funding. It has not benefited from any member of parliament funding since I became the councillor. Right?
Wow.
Everything
Wow.
that comes through the member of parliament is to be divided equally among all divisions.
Yes.
All 4 divisions of the constituency.
Yes.
And I've not seen it. The people of Waul South have not seen it. And if it is here, if they are doing it under the carpet, I don't feel it either. So I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. Nobody has told me about it. Probably he's going around and touching a one man here and there who thinks are his ardent supporters, but he's mistaken if he's doing that.
Yes.
Somebody don't think are his ardent supporters, they are going with Dr. Waul because they realize that I don't put partisan politics before the people of Waul South.
Yes.
And also the people of Southwest St. Catherine.
Yes.
I don't do that.
Yes.
They
Yes.
know that for a fact. Because when somebody calls me, I do ask them who them, who them vote for and all them kind of rubbish there. You understand?
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think like that. So, and the things that he has been saying, I know that sometimes being disrespectful, saying all kind of anything that comes to your mind to people. I know that in America, that may not matter much, but I know that the good people of Jamaica and Southwest St. Catherine, these are people who command and demand respect from people. You understand?
Absolutely.
They allow people to talk to them anyway today, and then tomorrow you come smiling up and telling them that you want your vote. We the people of Jamaica, when this gentleman speaks about all of these racial stuff, I find it hard. I struggle to understand what he's saying. I really struggle because I grew up in a community where you have people of all different kind of complexion and all kinds of everything.
Of course.
And these things are the things that we go out there in public and shout out on the top of our voices, disparaging people and doing all sort of things like that. Because not too far in your distance, your grandmother may have been somebody who came from Ireland or England or somewhere to settle in Jamaica.
Yes.
And when you talk about these people like that, yes, the majority of the country may be black, but people take great offense to what he's saying, you understand?
Yes, yes.
People take great offense, and I think he may think it's a laughing matter and it's a joke because it's something that he has been doing for a very long time.
True.
And he has gotten away with it. The media has not called him out on it any at all. The media is afraid of the backlash they get from him and disrespect that they know that they'll get from him if they challenge him. But I leave it out to the well-thinking of people of Jamaica, the people who go there and they support candidates, the people who support parties, look into what's going on, elect a party and elect a member of parliament, somebody who you can be proud of.
Yes,
Somebody
yes.
where it's going. Everald Warmington could never ever be a minister that travels overseas and communicates and dialogues with other world leaders. It could not happen. You would not know how to communicate with these people.
True.
You would embarrass Jamaica.
True.
And you would embarrass St. Catherine.
True.
So I'm appealing to the POCJ, the people with the money, the people who go out there and they donate to candidates. The little man out there who buy a fish fry ticket, who sponsor a fundraising event. All of these people, when you're going out there and spending your money on these candidates and these parties, try and select or elect support a party and a candidate whom you can be proud of.
Yes, yes, yes.
Who's going to come out and talk as they feel and disrespect people? This is not what Jamaica was built on. We're a country, if you look back not too far in the distant future, we're very respectful people. You understand?
Yes. Dr. Waul?
Try and get out of hand, but we're very respectful people.
Yeah, Dr. Waul, we are joined by a few persons who wish to ask you a question. We have Comrade Paula Sadler. Good morning, Comrade Sadler. go right ahead and ask your question to Dr. Waul. Go right ahead, Paula.
Greetings, Dr. Waul, and greetings on behalf of your fellow comrades from East Rural St. Andrew. Dr. Waul, what now strategy are you employing within your division and within your constituency to unseat this, I don't want to use that word, but this member of parliament that is currently sitting in your space?
I think we have been doing, we have a great balance, I think we have here in the constituency. It has been a very tough balancing act. Because as you know, I'm the sitting councillor for Waul South, and really and truly I should be dedicating all my times and efforts there. But really and truly I have a lot of great people around me, who ensure that the work continues despite the fact that I may not be there in person all the time. But I've been doing all the things. You know, when I lost in 2020, I did not pack up my bags and leave, as the member of parliament was saying that, you know, I should be there right now. I live in this constituency. I have dedicated my entire time here. Sometimes I even stop going to Kingston and all those places to party or whatever. I stay within my community and I enjoy my time with the people that live here. So I am a constant factor here. I did not leave after 2020. I stood around. I stood by the people. We have continued our political work. Enumeration is ongoing. Canvassing is ongoing. You know, all the things that should be done. You know, we are here. We try and participate in everything and help with everything that happens within the Southwest St. Catherine space. Understand? And I said I have a great team of executives and workers around me. These are people who have been dedicated to the cause for many, many decades. Some of them, many of them knew also, who have also dedicated themselves to the cause. And these people, they have been there despite the fact that we have lost several times. But Southwest St. Catherine is a constituency that we love our own.
Yes.
You know? We love our own. And if it is that the sitting member of parliament is to replace, I know that the choice is Dr. Kurt Waul. I am the number one person on the list right now as we speak. Right? We love our own. And don't think because he has been with him for so many years means that the people over there are only laborers. This constituency can swing easily, quite easily, because despite the fact it has been 20 years for him, it's not a garrison constituency. You understand? I can go anywhere in the constituency wearing my orange shirt. All the laborers that live here, they are my friends. Many of them are my classmates. I went to school with them here. You understand? I go to church with them. I go to parties with them. I attend their funerals. I attend their graduations. I attend their weddings. You know, you understand? It's not a partisan place really. Yes, the member of parliament was elected because he has been persistent for certain.
Yes.
I think that the time for him has come.
True.
Because he has declared publicly that he wants to retire. But yet still he's still there. When he goes to bed at night, all he thinks about is how is it that he's going to spend the money that he has accumulated from being member of parliament, from his work for certain, and not saying casting aspirations.
True.
But he wants to retire. He wants to go somewhere and put up his foot on a beach and enjoy himself.
And you are going to be the one to do that, Dr. Waul. Come 20.
All that runs through my mind is how can I ensure that the children living in Southwest St. Catherine get to go to school 5 days per week?
Yes.
Right? How is it that we can restructure the town to cut down on the traffic congestion? How is it that we're going to introduce more recreational activities and sports and culture within the community? That's another thing I want to touch on. The sitting member of parliament cares nothing about recreation and sports in Southwest St. Catherine. We're one of the most talented constituencies ever because we have a vast population, right? And when it comes to football and netball and all the other sports, he cares zero about it. there's now a large community center down there in Woolaba Bay that he has neglected. He got some funding for it. He spent some of it, but because I want now, he doesn't want to spend the rest of the money on the community center. And I'm appealing to the member of parliament, release the funds for the community center so that the people of Woolaba South and Southwest St. Catherine can benefit from it. Because there are a lot of things that we do them on a daily basis and we don't know why we do them. We don't know why we do these things until we stop doing them and then we realize the consequences.
Yes, yes.
All of those things was a thriving sports in Woolaba South until, due to his lackadaisical behavior, the football in Woolaba South and supporting activities were dismantled because they allowed the community center to fall apart. And it was dismantled, and shortly after that happened, few years, we are seeing the repercussions. Woolaba Bay is now becoming a violent society.
True.
So we don't know why we did these things until we stop doing them. No, we
True.
stop doing them, we realize, that is what we were doing. We were engaging the youths. We were occupying their time. We were allowing them to form a football team rather than to form a gang. Now that we stop doing it, we see the repercussions. And I'm appealing to the member of parliament to release the funds, the necessary funds for the community center, so that the CDA president can do his work and complete the project of fixing up the center.
Absolutely.
The people of Woolaba South and Southwest St. Catherine, call his office, visit him, inundate his office with calls and visits and tell him to release the funds.
Thank you. Thank you, Paula, for that question. Big up yourself. Next caller, Howard. Good morning, Howard. Your question for Dr. Waul. Go right ahead, my brother.
Morning, Dr. Waul. Morning, Comrade Waul. How you doing?
Beautiful.
I don't want you to disclose much of your strategy. Let me tell you something. Woolaba Southwest St. Catherine have so much potential. Where you're at now as a sitting council for Woolaba Bay should be an entertainment zone, like we don't got Port Royal over Gloria. And so long I eat two fish. You hear what I said to you? Because Woolaba have a traffic which no other part of the country will pass through. So everybody who are left Mandeville, St. Elizabeth, stop at Woolaba as a stopping point, cool down, go down to Woolaba Bay, eat two fish, head back out to Kingston. Why is it that Woolaba Bay is in the dilapidated state that it is in?
Most definitely, I've said time and time again, Southwest St. Catherine is a crown, and the Woolaba South vision is the jewel in that crown.
Of course. But when you look at Woolaba Bay down by the seaside, you see like when I have Gloria, the bars and the entertainment, and the spin-off with the small people who sell the fish, the economic potential is so much at Woolaba Bay. It would have reversed the stigma.
Definitely, Carla, definitely.
But let me tell you something.
There's one thing that we need to look into. And, you know, I have a friend who is a professor of tourism, and he said one thing that was very profound to me. He said that if you set up your community and develop your community in such a way that the people who live there love living there, then other people want to come. And we're at a stage right now where we need to let the people in Woolaba South love living inside their community. And when we love living there, then the other people. So there are several things that we need to sort out. But everything can occur at once now, but there are certain things that we need to sort out in the community. We need for the youth to be more engaged in training, creation, and
That is what I'm trying to program. Once you keep those hands occupied,
right,
you won't have enough idle hands. You hear what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Idle hands employ gangs, right?
Right.
But let me tell you something. The demographic has shifted. What you don't realize, they say the New Harbour Bay schemes are schemes. That is what going to put out Everald Warmington out of misery. The different scheme we are building there with the word about comrades when leave from Kingston and come down. That is your straight lies. Focus on those strengths. Don't focus on Blackwood Garden and them liberate that we can't change. New Harbour Village 1 to 6. Focus on the other one up on South Street there, the new scheme, the latest one I just built. We up in there, so focus on those civil servants. That is where your strength lies. But
Th-
so far, you have been one of the strongest candidates since Jennifer Edward over 20 years ago. And I see Southwest St. Catherine. I'm going to put Everald Warmington into retirement.
Thank you, Howard. All right, Howard. Big up yourself. Thank you for your question. Blessings, blessings. Next caller, Tia Wagwan. Good morning, Tia.
Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Dr. Waul.
Morning, how you do?
I'm fine. I just want to agree with you that I believe they should take the fisheries off the agriculture and fishing all completely. Because I don't see what they are doing in fisheries. I live in Rocky Point, Clarendon.
Yeah.
And Burrell did be real bad. And I don't see what they did for the fisher folks here. My father is a fisherman. I could remember, I think it's Friday is the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, right?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
And some 50 other was allocated.
He does more talking than doing, you know?
And they said 51 or 50 million was allocated to fisheries. And all fly green them come down here, come give the people them is a white bucket, one gloves, one flashlight, and one big green coat. Right?
Right. I see they employ politics in everything that they do. Because I'm sure that the yellow coat probably be better out there in the sea. But I don't.
And even for the wires that I hear you speak about, all them doing, them carry them stuff, they come down here, is given to one or few persons and then they are sold back to the fisher folks. That's all they do. And the other day the Prince of Norway came down here and I don't know what for, but I would advise, if he's giving anything to Rocky Point, please don't give it to Colonel Charles. And the people of Rocky Point will not inherit nothing from it. It could be one or few persons who get it and then give out contracts to who them align with. That is what happened. Nothing is happening in Rocky Point for fisheries down here. Lobster price has dropped so bad because I don't know what's going on.
Yes,
From over here, it's at one price and not going up. And it's real bad. It is really, really bad. So I agree with you totally. They're doing nothing for fisheries. They're raising people right now. Them did sign a contract for people raise them own lobster. They're trying to raise lobster. What is that? You're literally taking food out of poor people's mouth, out of the fisher folks' mouth. You have to go out there every day. That man has done nothing for Rocky Point concerning fisheries, nothing. People have to come back farm and them food for after birth all by themselves.
You can see it. Rocky Point has the largest registered amount of fisher folk. I think we have over 3,000 another registered fisher folk there. And if I thought that they were doing everything there and the people in Rocky Point are crying out, it goes to show that, you know, this street does a lot of talking. They don't care about fisheries.
True.
They don't. Nothing is going on. I can tell you, I live here, nothing is going on for fisher folks here. Nothing.
All right, Tia. Tia, thank you for that, Tia. We want to keep it moving because time is going. Thank you for that. Tia, big up yourself over there in Rocky Point, Clarendon. Karen, good morning. Karen, office, your time. Turn on your microphone, please. Wagwan.
Good morning, everyone. Comrade Dre, good morning.
Morning, comrade.
Comrade Dr. Waul, good morning. Dr. Waul, I am not here to ask you a question because to ask you what you are doing is foolhardy. But I'm here to make a statement. And I want to say to you, I've never heard you speak so passionate before. So I know this means a lot to you. I know you have given so much of yourself, your time, your treasure, and your talent to your division and by extension your constituency. I have been there through the movement, through the women's movement, to do work there. And I believe in you. But I also want to let you know, there's a set of people in Jamaica that is very disgusted with the sitting MP. And we are depending on you to dig deep, to search, and to acquire the necessary resources to remove him. This man has scarred so many of us with his utterances. And I'm asking you, Kirk Waul, Dr. Comrade Waul, be that man to remove him. I no longer want to see or hear of Everald Warmington. Good morning.
Thank you very much. I'll do my best.
Big up yourself, Comrade Karen. Blessings, blessings. Next caller, Jamaica. You're next. Tasha, line up yourself. Jamaica, good morning.
Blessings to you.
Go on.
Dr. Waul, blessings to you, everybody on the panel, everybody on the For You page. Bless up my brother Dre.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for coming and listening to us, Dr. Waul, and it's been a pleasure listening to you as
Thank
well.
you.
My question for you, what are the innovative farming solution you think can be added to the Old Harbor Bay? Because I know fishing is a major thing there, right?
Yes.
Things like aquaponics are things that is on the card for you?
Well, let me tell you something. And you know, the whole of a South Division is basically consists of a fishing community and a farming community. We have the Boodle community, and the Boodle community is a resident for the only research agricultural lab in the entire Jamaica, which is the Boodle Research Center. And believe you me, you know, ever since I became the councillor, I've been trying to get into the organization of that place to find out what is going on there. Of recent again, I can tell you how they slide me all the time. When the government dedicated $1.2 billion for the refurbishing and the redevelopment of the Boodle Research Center. And I, as the sitting councillor for the whole of a South Division, the division which houses the research center, I was not invited formally to that function. I only got there because they invited the mayor of Spanish Town and he sent me there as his representative. So this is how these people, they slide the community and they come into the community and they do things under the carpet, and they don't want to involve the elected representative who has the interest of the people at heart. They want to come in and they wanted to make it a partisan issue, and they spent $1.2 billion in that one little research center, and believe me, I don't see it that much, and I don't feel it. I don't see where the people of Boodles are benefiting from this $1.2 billion that they said that they spent there. You understand? And for us to have a research center in the community of Boodles, I don't see the impact and the spin-off outside of the research center. I want to see the impact and the spin-off within the community, among the people. I want to go down to Mars John Farm and I see where he's employing these aquaponics and all these new novel farming techniques that the Boodles Research Center should be pushing. I believe in me, I don't see it. And if it's happening, probably they are doing it behind my back. But they should involve me. I am the representative of the people. They call me on a daily basis and tell me their problems. They don't see Flight Green. They hardly say Everald Warmington unless him on TV cussing somebody. So I don't know. It is a travesty that they elect us and the ministry and these people, they sideline us. What is the purpose of paying the councillor if you're going to take him and you're going to sideline him? Imagine you have a big thing from the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries occurring in Boodles, my division, and you don't invite me again. It's a joke. These people only talk.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful. Thank you, Jamaica. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. We keeping it moving. Tasha Wagwan. Good morning, Tasha.
Good morning, comrades. Good morning, councillor. This is what I ask. I'm listening to you and you're very passionate. But this is my solution. Michael Manley, back in the days when Stiaga was doing the same thing as this Jezebel, you know what Stiaga did? You know what Stiaga did? Just like him. You know what Michael Manley did? So you know what you're going to do? So you know what you have to do now to make sure that you put this man down? You have to take it to the street. You have to make Jamaica know what's going on. Because you come on this program and you're telling us what's going on. Jamaica don't know what's going on. Listen to me. You need to take the back hard. You need to take the comrades in your community. You need to go in that community where that community is supposed to build. The criticals in there have a placard and you take it to the Prime Minister's office. You call senior and you call TJ. If they do not want to come, you have your phone, you have TikTok. You have to put it across, you have to expose this man. Or you're gonna beat this man. Because I'm saying a bright light, you don't have an idea. They're a bright light because they man cry for tonight when we're not keeping the garden. They have to counteract him. Because he is idle, so you have to show him up. So you see that come like he have all these meetings and he's not invited to one. You're gonna put all those things to pen and paper. Put them on placard and put them up there. Doctor, you have to do that and expose him. If you do not expose him, you're not going to beat him or you want to beat him. Come on, listen, people do not read a lot. Sometimes all the family stress is with them. They don't have time for you, doctor. So all the people in your division know that he did not invite you. For them to know, but they will be blaming you. So what take the truth to them? Doctor?
Yeah, you're very right, Father. And I think we made some strides. The truth of the matter is that when he came with that outburst that he would not support me, I made something of it and he was subsequently removed as the Minister of Works.
Yes.
Which I think, and I'm not joyful over it, to be frank, because I would have really loved for this Member of Parliament to be able to do his job as the Minister of Works and to really make an impact in Southwest St. Catherine. But he used the time that he got and he squandered it a lot. He squandered it and he ultimately destroyed himself. He should be here now as the Minister of Works in Southwest St. Catherine. Dealing with all of the bad roads that are on the main thoroughfare.
Yes.
If you go through the main thoroughfare, these roads are crying out for maintenance. And if he was the sitting Minister of Works, then he would be able to do that.
True.
Right? Because of his bluster and his disrespect and his partisanism, if there's such a word, he ultimately destroyed himself.
True.
And that's what I'm saying. We're looking out for people who have the ability and the penchant and the level-headedness to carry out the work of the people of the constituency. We don't want somebody with a loose cannon who is going to ultimately get us such an important job and then self-destruct. You understand? It's a crying shame, really, right? But when it comes down to the Member of Parliament, it's only the will of the people can get him out. The Prime Minister cannot. The Prime Minister, yes, could say, Mr. Warmington, do not run back, or something like that. But as it is right now, I don't think he has the ability, really, especially a man like Mr. Warmington, who is a man who will basically implode the entire party if he is asked to do the honorable thing of probably stepping down, given the fact that he is somebody who has displayed his ability not wanting to serve the entire Jamaica. When you disparage a whole subset of people because of the complexion of their skin and where they come from, it tells me that you don't want to be a leader in this country. You understand? Especially a country where we're coming as far as from both of many one people.
True.
You're telling the country that you don't want to be here. And you're telling people who are born here to leave here. You know, it's a shame. Believe me, I can't wrap my head around it really. I don't know how to explain it.
Very ignorant man.
I've never been exposed to this sort of thing before. I've never been exposed to this sort of thing before, to be frank.
True.
So I don't know how to explain it really. But it's a shame. And it is for the people of Southwest St. Catherine to put the current Member of Parliament into retirement.
Yes.
Send him into retirement.
Yes.
By not voting for him and voting for Dr. Kurt Waul.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Tasha. We're going to take 3 more calls. We're going to wrap up with 3 more calls, and then we're going to allow Dr. Kurt Waul to send a message to his constituents in Southwest St. Catherine, and then we wrap up from there. Kathy, good morning. Your time, Kathy. Turn on your microphone, please. Kathy, are you there? I don't know, but Kathy always call and her microphone can never be opened. But we have to move on, Kathy. It's taking a while. Sandra, good morning. Sandra, turn on your microphone. Jack, are you there?
Yeah, good morning, comrades.
Well, one.
Comrade Waul, all me can say to you now, you see, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Who God bless, no man curse. Just continue the way you do, and God will prevail. Just leave everything to God and do the work where you do. And as the lady said before, go out on the street. Dre, you have to get a cameraman to go with Mr. Waul when he go out on the street.
That's why we use these
May I work for it?
platform that we employ to the hacker government and all that platform. We use these platforms to get the message out there, you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
But it may come down to get it going out to the street for sure. Certain corporate.
Yeah,
And they
you
have
have
to
to do
follow
that.
the
You have to do
corporate
that.
advice and rent up the placards and go out there.
Yeah, man, you have to do that. And just link Dre, man. Just link Mr. Dre. I'm a BMP media, you know, so just link him and everything will cover. You understand?
All right, my brother. Thank you for the description.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
All right, Jack, bless up yourself. Yes, Neil, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Go ahead.
I'm okay now. But me hear one of the rumors a while ago, but I know if it's true because me hear say Warmington and Brasnab nothing about the said, but the last time we checked, they corona come dig up road and all the road now fix. So, and taximan all the way come road they come fix up the road because Kirkwan and people come dig up the road. So, the one other one they come, I hear, you know, so me say me a jump over here.
Let me address that.
Yeah, I want you to address it.
When you have a division, right? You have a division like a constituency. Let me start with you. When the council gives money for road patching, they give us $800,000. You tell me now how far that can go. $800,000 for an entire year to do road patching. Bulls Crescent alone need around 4 times that amount. We came around there trying to see how far that we could have called the $800,000 to spread, but it could not go far, right? It would have been great if I could call on the member of parliament and he could respond. The member of parliament in the last hurricane, he got $20 million to spend on all 4 divisions. I can't see where he spent 1 cent in Waul. So, you understand? He should have come around and give around $2 million out of that $20 billion. I said, Dr. Waul, you know that I'm not going to give you the money now because I don't like you. But guess what? Being that Bulls Crescent is a part of the constituency, I'm going to fix that part of the road. You understand? No, he has not done that. And that is where he lacks the leadership skills to do things like that. You understand? So that is the truth of the matter. They promised us $500,000 as councillors after burial, and up to now we have not seen 1 cent. They called us to go around and collect 100 names.
Okay,
So that is the reality that the people in the community need to know. And anybody who asks you, tell them that. You tell them that. Believe me, if the council gives me $10 to spend, I end up spending $12 or $15.
No, me I say if I submit the case and you don't get enough money to fix Bogus Road, why no come on and come dig up road and now it takes some money all one.
Hold on the Dr. Kurtwal. Dr. Kurtwal, Miss Neely, first of all, the councillor just explained to you and Jamaica the reason why, right, the road is how it is right now. And you keep on prolonging the question. So guess what?
Let me follow up with the part of the question that I think she's alluding to. Right? As I said, those potholes were existing potholes, right?
Right.
We backfill them with Waul with the expectation that we would cover them with a spot.
Yes.
Right? But as you know, there's so far that $800,000 can go.
Exactly.
With all the heavy rains, some of those malls, the mall that we backfill the roads with, they have been washed out.
Yes.
And as it is right now with the constant rain, it's hard to come and do any form of rehabilitation. Yes, we could go and backfill them with more mall, but with the consistent rain, that basically creates a mud hole.
Yes.
You understand? And there have been communities where we have tried it, and because of that, we have stopped doing it. Because, as we can see, the rains have been consistently falling. But if they had given me or the member of parliament was helpful during that time, we would have been able to accomplish a lot more in fixing Bulls Crescent. And Bulls Crescent, I think, was the first road that I put on my Spark program list to be repaired under the Spark program. And as I said, I was not even invited. So I have Bulls Crescent in mind. You understand?
Yes.
Bulls Crescent is a very important stretch of road. And since they implemented the Spark program almost a year ago, it has been the #1 road on my list to be fixed and rehabilitated. So if it's not done, I won't take the entire blame for it. It is my responsibility, yes. But I've been trying my best. And as you can see, I was sidelined. But I'm still fighting for it. I'm still fighting for it.
Thank you, Dr. Kurtwood. Yes, very, and you would have explained yourself very. Nearly, did he explain enough for you?
Yeah, explain about me answer and comment. Kirkwood, did I disrespect you a while ago?
No, we.
No, not at all. You know, I'm just trying to keep the program going, man. You know, man. I'm just trying to keep the program going. But I understand your frustration. I come there and I see it. But I tell you, shortly after the rains have completed, I will try and do some amount of remedial work to it, which won't be much because, as I say, it's only $800,000 as them give to patch the road.
Yes.
And as much as Desmond McKenzie say him love this and him love parish council, as I said, they are electing us as members who know what is going on the ground, but they don't want to give us the ability and the resources to do the job that we know should be done.
Yes.
They put up all the money in central government. The member of parliament get $20 million in July. I hear that him get another 25 again. But I don't see. Member of parliament, you don't have to give me the money. Just come and spend some of the money in all of us so that the people can see that you still care about that part of the division.
That's
Not
right.
because I am elected, but come and show them that you still care about that part of the division.
I agree. And final question for the morning before I let you send a message to the people of Southwest. Pinky, good morning. Go right ahead and ask your question to Dr. Waul. Go ahead, Pinky.
Good morning. Can I hear me? The connection is so terrible where I'm at.
Yeah, it's a little low, but we're hearing you. Go ahead.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but Dr. Waul, I am thinking that the reason the PLP SOJ came out against Warmington is simply because, remember, the PLP SOJ represents the Labour Party's foundation from the very conception of the PLP SOJ. And remember that most of these people who are members of the PLP SOJ up till today are of the same complexion, including Mitri Siaga, same complexion as our current leader. And the other point I would like to say this morning is basically that his utterances is like a dying fish on a seaside gasping for air. And we should not take his utterances seriously, especially since we live in a world where our Jamaican citizens travel overseas, work overseas in areas and in countries that are racist and prejudiced to our darker skin tone people, especially our own Jamaicans.
True.
Dr. Waul, keep doing your job. We are proud of you.
Thank you.
Go on, represent us, and we will support you in whatever endeavor you are doing, because we know you represent the people. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you very much for your comments. And you couldn't have put it any better. Always this member of parliament expect people to treat us when we go into a country with the people who is trying to disparage? Is he telling these people that they should, yes, we are Jamaicans, Jamaican people are this and that. Let us treat them in such a way. It's not a shame. It's not a shame. I can't wrap my head around it really. I don't know how to explain it. Somebody should show a footage of what the member of parliament was saying and not show who the person was. They would probably think it was somebody, and I'm not disparaging insane people that would have lost their minds. You understand? And was out there on the road losing their minds. I don't think they would think that this is a sitting member of parliament that was uttering such rubbish. It's just, I don't know.
Thank you, Pinky, for that question. We really appreciate it, but boy, may I tell you, Dr. Waul, time really flies when we really, have a good discussion. But I'm going to ask you just to speak to your constituency, especially your division, Old Harbour South. What do you have to say about the people? Any encouragement? Just go ahead and just wrap up and tell Old Harbour South, some of the things that is on stream. Your final words for them.
Yeah, the people of Old Harbour South, everything that I said leading up to the election, in terms of what I would have done, I've been trying my best to accomplish them. I told you that all that I would have donated my entire salary to helping students who cannot go to school 5 days per week. And I've been doing that. I've been supplementing a number of students with lunch and bus fare to go to school for the additional couple of days that they can't afford to do so. I have been trying to rehabilitate the bathing beach so that it can become a world-class bathing beach where all the people within Southwest St. Catherine can come and enjoy this facility. I've been trying to work on, just the run-of-the-mill stuff that is required of the councillors with the drains. I've been trying to balance the money, right? I can assure that the people of Old Harbour South that if the council gives me $10 to spend, sometimes I end up spending $12, $13, even $15 to ensure that the work is done in a particular way, right? Every single dollar that they give me, I give it back to you, and plus some more. You understand? Yes, it has been challenging serving the people of Waul South and also trying to run for the member of parliament, but I've been trying my best to balance it. As you can see, I still have to do my own work because I promised them that when I become member of parliament, I will dedicate my entire time to them.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Definitely at that time, I will have to give up the practice. I'm probably only going a day or so a week because when I go to my practice now, up to 10 to 15 to 20% of the people who come there are people from my constituency who most times are people free. You understand?
Yes.
That's what I give back to them. As I said, I grew up in this constituency at a time when things were, I would say, better than now in terms of the crime and violence. And, I was showed nothing but love. These people within this division and this constituency, they nurtured me, and I am what I am today because of them. And I have a sense of obligation to them to ensure that they get the best representation that's available. And what I see now is lacking. They should have a member of parliament who the sky should be the limit for him, but they have a member of parliament now who basically he has basically destroyed himself because of his utterances and his behavior. And I don't see where far he can go based on what he has done to himself. And I think they deserve a member of parliament who basically the sky is the limit for him, and we can work together and achieve great things. Work together with our visionary leader, Mark Jefferson Golin, who is a man who built himself up in the public system, in the private sector, and now he's giving of himself to the public.
Yes.
He's not a man who has to sit down and wonder what is going on with his personal affairs. He has his entire time now to dedicate to the people of Jamaica. And I know he has great things in store, and I want to be a part of his team to let great things happen here in Southwest St. Catherine. All the things that we envision, opening up the town for business so that people can benefit from the vast amount of people who are living here. Let us develop our beach or a seaside or markets. All of those things that people can benefit from. All the innovative stuff that the Prime Minister has in his head in terms of growing the economy, growing the GDP, in all the novel ways that I know he has them, because he's a man with great vision, and he's a man who has been so successful outside of the public sphere that I know that he will translate that to the public.
Yes.
Because as it is right now, the current Prime Minister is a man, he did everything he has done inside our politics. And yes, he has done very well for himself personally. And you know, it's very hard for people to see what he has done for himself different from what he has done for the country. And that is the reason why I think that he's having the problems that he's having now in terms of being questioned about illicit enrichment. The Prime Minister of Waul who have that baggage with it.
True.
Who have that sort of baggage with people always questioning, because he's not a career politician. I am not a career politician. I have been a medical doctor for over 20 years. You understand? And now I've seen myself in a space where I can give back.
Yes.
To my, I want to give back. And I don't want to be here forever.
True.
Until people get tired of me and I start walking around and talking foolishness.
True.
I want back my time when I am young and strong, and then leave it up to another man who has the same zeal and zest that I possess right now.
Can you, well, I may tell you, Dr. Waul, it was a pleasure to have you on, man. I mean, the pleasure, it was mine. You have the contacts. We're asking everybody on my platform to give him a follow his TikTok page. Everything that is happening in Old Harbor, in Southwest St. Catherine, you have my contact. Just let me know and I will be happy to put it out there for you as well, Dr. Waul. Can you imagine when you elect this man, Jamaica, as a medical doctor, when he knock head with Morris Guy, when he knock head with Dr. Dawes, R.J. Dixon? Can you imagine how the people's national... Listen, hey, man, listen, oh, man. We're going to do this. The word is love, Dr. Waul. It was a pleasure to have you here. Yes, man, it's a pleasure.
Thank you for the people of Southwest St. Catherine who joined the discussion, and all the other people in Jamaica. Thank you very much.
Yes, man. Take care, my brother. The word is love. Blessings, blessings, blessings. And there you have it, Jamaica. Southwest St. Catherine caretaker, Dr. Kurt Waul. And he's doing very well. Very, very well. That division that he won, who would have thought? It's a tough division. It's a constituency. Let me tell you, man, time come and we're going to give him all the support that he needs. An excellent interview. And I never know, those are some of the things that is happening in Southwest St. Catherine. You understand? How can you, as a member of parliament, right, you're keeping meetings and you blatantly decided not to invite a sitting councillor who is within your constituency? We're talking about Everald Warmington, so we're not surprised. The people of Southwest St. Catherine, you are the ones that have to bring about the change that you need. We hear it, we see it, make it happen. I want to thank Dr. Kurt Waul for his time. It was well spent, and I want to thank you as well, Jamaica, for calling in and put to him the questions that are necessary. But just before we wrap up, I think we are approaching 2 hours, soon 2 hours. I don't want the video to be extremely long, especially on YouTube. So we are going to wrap up for 2 hours on YouTube, but we'll continue over here on TikTok. Hey, YouTube are going good, you know. I have break record numbers for this morning on YouTube. Big up on yourself over here on YouTube. I have never had so much views or so many persons watching me all at once on YouTube. And even though I just started out, I don't care if I could have 50, I could have 100 people listening to me. The fact that they take the time out to just be here and listening, it says a lot. And we have 430 odd on TikTok. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Caroline. And I want to thank you guys who encourage me to go live on YouTube as well. And it is working. Thank you, Jan's Fashion. It is a blessing. And I'm just going to take my time. Big up yourself, Fantasia Love. I see persons commenting over here on YouTube as well. It's a pleasure. And I'm learning. Hey, Jam Queen, big up yourself. I'm learning. I don't really I would have mastered the TikTok, but not so much on YouTube. But I'm slowly getting there. Me not even know how to position the camera good on YouTube. But just bear with me. I am getting it day by day, and as the days and weeks progress, you will see my improvement on YouTube. And I want to thank you guys for the support. Record numbers, on YouTube listening. Thank you, Fantasia Love. God bless you. God bless you. So I'm going to keep the video 2 hours long on YouTube. And then I'm going to wrap up on YouTube, but the show will continue over here on TikTok. Because me not talk up the things them yet. Then you think me could have met Dr. Kurt Waul hear me I rub out the labor rights them like how me. No, me have to behave myself. Cause up to now the class not start yet, The class not start yet. YouTube. Me not start the class, I'm in a rub out. You must see, me have to behave myself when me have the people them guests on my program. Una know me, Dre Brian already, and how me full of antics. I have to behave myself. I had a guest, and as you can see, I was on my best behavior. Watch him. Why I see? Lord, me start lose out me here. What? Me not start the class yet. I was behaving myself all along because I had a guest and I have to respect my guests. That's how it go. Yes, man. And to all the councillors and all the MPs, don't be afraid to call the Dre Brian Show. Yes. Let me see if I can find my poster, because the class I go start just now, Yes, man, I'm going to on the TikTok for a little while, we don't know. Bad too bad, me can't just wrap up so quick. So guys, me no sound of a call now. Wait till me put out the information and the news. But these are the numbers to call the program. Yes, 1-869-669-5890. Yes. 669-5890. You can add me on WhatsApp. So whatever pictures, whatever videos there are, whatever voice notes, anything happening on the constituency, yes, you can send it on my WhatsApp so I can help to put it out there. Jamaica, it has been wonderful corresponding with you guys over here on YouTube, but I don't want the video to pass 2 hours long, and so my YouTube family, I'm going to sign out with you over here on YouTube, and then all of you on YouTube can now switch over to my TikTok, because let's be real, Jamaica, who is going to sit and listen to a YouTube video 4 or 5 hours? No. So we're going to keep it short and spicy. 2 hours the maximum on YouTube. Alright? And then, turn up the thing a little on TikTok. The numbers to call 869-669-5890. But my YouTube family, thank you guys so much. I appreciate Russia. I can't even find which camera to look in. But my YouTube family, big up on yourself. Me love you. See you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Alright, big up on yourself. Love, love. The word is love. So I'm signing out now from YouTube and I'll be heading over to TikTok. Big up on yourself, YouTube. The word is love. Alright? Take care and see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Alright, watch out now. Boy, all over the world. Every news station. I talk about Jamaican Prime Minister. That was Brogan. Hey, Brogan. You tell lie to the people. Control. Man, you lie and you're evil. You take a word down and sentence the other day. I tell a woman how they do. But when the woman look round and see a broken, the woman say, I rebuke you. You are Matthew Saboda, I walk in a sentence. I try to fool the people them. But them say, bro, God, you lie. And you're too dry-eyed. Matthew Saboda said, him a go win election by